Hello everyone. How are y'all doing? I'm so glad that you are here with me. It is 9:55 in the great state of Illinois, y'all. I hope that you guys are just blessed today and everything that comes your way is just knowledge and understanding to keep going on the way that you're going on, okay? Don't fall into anybody's self-absorbed traps and things like that. Because when you open your eyes and you really look at situations, a lot of people are really self-absorbed. Okay, they talk about themselves more than the subject at hand. You know, if you have anything to teach or to pass on, okay, because you can only be taught if you're willing to listen. But if I gotta sit up here and listen to somebody who's so self-absorbed that in their life they never got attention, but now they feel like they're getting attention, and let me pour it on thick. I'm this and I'm that, but in reality, behind closed doors, then people aren't who they say they are. Now I can read through people pretty well, okay? And there's a bunch of people out here that put on these masks and they get up every day and they parade around like, oh, I did this and I did that and I did this. And no, wait a minute. I asked you a question on how you could help me, okay? If you can't help me and all you do is sit here and talk about yourself all the damn time, we don't even need to, no, we don't even need to have this conversation. Because we're talking about how I can learn to help myself, not how you learned. Everyone is on different tiers, okay? Everybody's on different levels of learning and understanding. And if you can't teach me nothing, and all you telling me is the way of the world, I don't live in the way of the world. I live in my world, okay? And how God has it according to my life. And that's how everyone is supposed to heal. You're not going to heal sitting up listening to, oh, Bucky's coming back. I'm sorry I use Bucky, but I'm just saying, no, y'all, for real. And if that's the energy that you are in, that's fine, okay? Everybody holds on to hope, okay? Especially when situations, they weren't all bad, but people come between them. People do the little spell work or whatever they're going to do. But mainly when you talk to me, if you don't have nothing constructive to say to me as the objective of the question that I asked you, I don't want to hear about it because you're just putting confusion and chaos in my mind, and I don't want to hear it. Okay? So it's like we get straight to the point and we do what we have to do. All right? And that's the way you're going to heal. Everybody does not heal in the same way, in its shape or form. And you're never going to heal if you sit there and hold on to the BS, the past. It was trying to hold you back and block you from your future higher self anyway. Okay. With that being said, I'm asking God, my divine heavenly protectors, my angels of the white light, my spirit guides, and my ancestors to please come through and protect me as I'm delivering these messages to my soul family, my love lights, my collective. All right. We are grateful. We show gratitude even when there is very little. We are still grateful for the knowledge and the wisdom to walk forward on our path of healing and understanding. Amen, amen, and amen. Welcome back to my current love lights and welcome to my new love lights, okay? I love all y'all. Thank you so much for your support, okay? So let's get into a little reading here. Let's pick up and see what's going on, okay? It's storming and things here where I'm at, and hey, I love a rainy day sometimes, I love it. Just to, chill. I'm off work today, even though, I'm working here. I'm off work, my 9 to 5 there. So, let's get into this, y'all. Let's see what energy comes out, all right? Once again, God bless y'all, and we're going to move forward, okay? Let's do this. All right, let's see. Use your time well. It flipped out in reverse, okay? And However my cards flip out, that's how I take them, because that's the message that's supposed to come out. Okay? But I explain it all the way around. So use your time well. It came out in reverse. So somebody, let me tell you something. It's the energy of individuals. Okay, not just somebody. Individuals. I feel like are all in your business. Okay? They're all in your business. And it's like the more they're in your business, the more hateful and jealous and envious they get of you. Okay? They don't want to see you rise above what they put you in. Okay? The category. Because you're doing that. You're showing them up. Okay? But somebody really needs to get a day job, evening job, night job, something. Okay? Because they're too much in your business. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do you stay on top? How do you stay afloat? How do you do what you do? Worry about yourself, okay? Worry about yourself. That's why things are going terrible for people, okay? Breaking dawn in reverse, okay? The thing is, like I said, I'm going to explain it. You are having a breakthrough in life. Things are going good for you, all right? Miracles are happening. People are seeing these things come into manifestation, all right? You're like this alchemist, this true blue alchemist here. And these people are sitting here looking at you like, why is everything going good for them when nothing's going good for me? But let's go back to the case in point of use your time well. You need to be worried about yourself, okay? You know them kind of people that sit there and they try to throw shots at you, and you're just like, come on, I see through it. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday or 2 minutes ago, okay? Mm-hmm. It's like unfair treatment. And, it's like a power trip. Because when people get on those power trips and things like that, that's when they start getting jealous of you. You can tell. Okay? Because things start playing out weird. You're like, wait a minute. Hold on. Like if you work somewhere, you're like, well, why is this happening to me? And everything else is so easy for everyone around me, but why have I been having a hard week or a month or whatever? It's because they've got jealous and envious of you, and you can feel that. It's like heat. Stay inside the air conditioner all day and then open the door. It's 100 degrees outside and it hits you like, whoo. That's how it feels. Okay? You're like, something's not right. Something's wrong here. And you can feel it. Okay? Whether this is family, co-workers, friends, what have you. Okay? You can feel hate. Okay? And jealousy stinks. Huh. Alright, not a good look. Not a good look. Alright? Yeah, we have Storm Angel, collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. Yeah, these people, they don't like how you roll. Trying to break how you roll. Okay? Trying to shake your belief, waver your soul. But they'll never do that. Okay? And they see that they can't do that, so in any way, shape, or form, they're going to try and break you. Now, people like that get on my nerves. I'm like, come on, man, let people be. Live and let live. But they were engineered and put into this world not to do that. Okay, just like we were engineered and put in this world to make a better place for everybody. Okay, I almost sounded like a Michael Jackson song, for you and for me. Make the world a better place for you and for me. But that's the name of the game. But some people like to make it so difficult to even live. Because it's difficult for them to live. You can't forget that they're attention whores. Okay, they want all the attention. You show them 5 minutes of concern and they try to get the whole day out of you. And you're just like, wait a minute, are we going to sit here and talk about you all day, or what are we going to do? Because, man, I got things to do, okay? It's like you're self-motivated. You handle your business. These people can't do half of what you do. And it's like, what do they do? What are they doing? Why won't they why won't they come out with us, or why won't they sit with us? No. It's not that you feel that you're better. It's just that you feel like, man, I'm not going to mix my energies with yours and make my life muddy like yours. I'm sorry, but no. Because I feel your energy. You are a hateful individual and I don't want to sit next to you. Okay? Faceless ghost and the haunted girl. Ghost people. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people They sit there and they say, "Oh, I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in ghosts. That's not real. I can't believe in it." Well, there's a lot of people right now that are believing in them. I'll tell you that, because the veil is non-existent, and I keep telling people this: the veil is non-existent. It is not there. It was very thin not too long ago, but it's non-existent now. And there's more spiritual happenings going on. There's more spiritual beings that are here and let loose, okay? Because people keep playing around with this magic, the voodoo, whatever. It's loose. Some of these spirits have come back to collect. And one way they collect is your very soul out of that jealousy and that envy, that hatred, that misunderstanding, that self-absorbed situation. Okay? Yeah. Because they done took their soul already. Telling you now. It's not even a question in it. Okay? They're in there. You know what? I saw this getting ready to come out. Shallow grave. You miss someone. Yeah. It's like loved ones are going to be able to communicate if you just pay attention a little bit better than they did before. And I feel like, there's some people here that have called on the wrong. I'll just say it like this. They've called on the wrong ancestors because the ancestors are already looking at them like they weren't capable of breaking any kind of generational curse or making them proud in any way to celebrate. Okay? Just saying. And it's like you want to keep on playing these games, but you're playing with the wrong person. Okay? Because when you come up against certain individuals, you playing with your life. And people don't understand that. Okay? You playing with your life. You playing with people that are close to you. You playing with their life. You just doing a whole bunch you don't need to be doing. And you need to settle down. Okay? Because it is what it is. Alright? Don't get mad because you were not chosen out of the family. Ooh, okay. Well, confirmation. Okay? Don't get mad because you weren't chosen. Don't get mad. We have Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. Yeah. But still yet, they're wondering what you got going on because you know what? You could lead a life to where you just go to work and go home or go to the store, go home. A lot of people nowadays, they've made it possible to where you don't have to leave the home. You don't have to leave your home too much. You can order stuff online, stuff like that. You don't have to step out. But it's like they're wondering what in the world, what makes their life so easy? Why? Okay, well, like I said, it is what it is. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Okay? That's why you can't pick up any intuitive hits because you too worried about other people. That's why you're always easily drug into situations and scenarios that are not good for you because you're not listening to your higher self. You're listening to the world. That's what you're listening to. You got to tune out of the world. You got to tune out of the world and you just can't believe everything you hear and half of what you see. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's get into the Panther Oracle here. Get some messages from out of here. Alright, yeah. Because I'll never fall for the world. Never again. Once upon a time. How do you keep going? Perseverance. How are you making it? How do you keep going? How are you just not struggling? These are people that constantly talk about I'm struggling and I can't make it. But what is your soul like? What is your heart like? Do you have good intentions for yourself even? Or is it that every time somebody turns their back, you're two-faced? You have something to say. You can't dig into my life because one thing about me, I will send you on a merry-go-round ride. You will be wondering what in the hell what is she I will play with you. Don't come over here thinking you're gonna find something out because you're not. Because I will play with you very hardcore. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. And that's how you should do. God is good and I live rightful. But I'll tell you one thing. He tells me, don't tell them people what's going on. Take them around on a merry-go-round and let them figure it out. And when they do that, that's how you're going to be able to pick out them thorns. Okay, out them roses. And when you get done, it's not going to be a lot of roses, but it's going to be a lot of thorns. Okay? Telling you now. Telling you now. Oh, okay, we have bully. See what I'm saying? It's like, it's like if people being intrusive. They trying to step into your life, step into your energy. You like, no, I got my boundaries up. You can't just come into my life. You can't just, I'm not going to invite you into my home. And why? So you can go and talk about something that's not even there? Have you ever been around people like that? They go to somebody's house and they're like, her couch was, now it's a brand new, nice, pretty couch. Her couch was all broke in and go to their house, they don't even have a couch. Don't do that, judge not. You never know what people are going through. So don't go up in somebody's house or anything like that. Because you know what? They're proud enough to have that house. Do you understand what I'm saying? A roof over their head. That's the most important thing. I don't care if I had to sleep on a slab of cement in my front room. At least I got a roof over my head. So you never talk about anything anybody got. Okay? You never talk about automobiles. Your automobile start messing up on you. You sitting here thinking you swanky sway, and you got stuff starts messing up. That's just the way of the universe. It's respect. Give respect, and respect is given in return to you. Okay? Just like people do things and they look for the blessing. They don't do it out of the kindness of their heart and the pure intent of being who they are. They're looking for the blessing in it. And that's not even what it is. So it's like, we wonder what's going on with them. Look, because blessing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all fun and games till you start getting haunted. Yeah, calm in reverse. Yeah, you have these people like on pins and needles. They're very impatient. I don't know. Somebody here is having panic attacks. If that's you, just please calm down and breathe and think about it. Okay? Because that's where they want you. They want you to freaking lash out and go crazy so it's confirmed what they said about you. Oh, but that's okay because you know what? They got little visitors in their house that's going to keep them cool. Keep on playing. They're going to keep you cooler than the air conditioner, baby. Than the Frigidaire. Look. They got entities in them that control them. Okay? So that's why people come after you, because that inner light that shines. And it's like when you walk into a room, that's the brightest thing that people see. And they gravitate towards your energy, okay? Like a moth to a flame. And it's like they don't like that. You got people out here wishing you would just leave this earth altogether. Just go. Please, because you're just making it hard on me to be a hater, basically. I hate to laugh, but it's funny. People like that crack me up. It's like, find you some business. Really? Yeah, you over here chilling. You over here comfortable living. It is what it is. You live life. You're a free spirit. You're a free bird. Okay? And it's like these people want you gone. Introvert in reverse. And you know what? They're not keeping it to themselves. It's gotten that hardcore to where they want to express to people how they feel about you. And it's not too good. And some people, they got the best, loveliest things to say about you. Some of these people, they're being very vocal that they're jealous. They're letting you know that they're jealous here. Okay? Yeah. They don't care who knows. They just like, I don't like them. But can you give a reason why? Is there a reason why? Did you go on a 2-day vacation with them? And they did some things that you didn't like, and now you just... there's no reason. There's no reason. It's just who you are and how you carry your weight spiritually. Okay? Because, baby, we overweight spiritually, right? Okay. That's what they don't like because they're thin. Non spiritually, okay? Mm, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. People get mad because you know, because you know lefty loosey, righty tighty. Like, how did you know? How did you know that? Look at here. So these are people that really maybe think they're in touch like you. You could, let me put it like this. You could be a reader and you've thought about giving up on what you're doing. But see, the thing about it is these are people that feel like they don't know as much as you know, and they hate that because they came across as the grand one. But in reality, we're all the same and working towards the same purpose. So why would you think you're any mightier than the next person? And plus, you're not greater than God. Okay? That's my thing. That fear, it's like a lot of people, they don't have that fear instilled. So sitting there mocking God all at the same time, trying to make it right for them and, trying to shine a light on them like they're the best person in the world and they're really not. You don't do that. That's divination abuse. Okay? It doesn't always have to be with cards. It's the way that you sway with your spirituality. It's the way that you live, okay? That's divination abuse, all right? Yeah. There's all type of things. It just don't have to be like, oh, I'm sitting down, I'm pulling cards on you, or I don't know what I'm doing and I'm pulling cards. No. It's the way that you are spiritually, okay? There's certain practices and there's certain things that you just don't do. And some people do it to reach the heights that they're trying to get to, and some people they're just magical naturally, and that's just the problem. How they look at you, they're like, oh my goodness, how because you know what you're doing and you listen. Okay, you know which way to go, baby, and you win. You know what I'm saying? You are out here winning and you win all the time, and they're just like, why are they so lucky? Okay? Some of y'all, they just don't understand. How do you stay afloat? And a lot of these people work behind the scenes to try to stop you, and they work with people, okay? And it's so sad that you can be an army of one against an army of 20 and still win. That's sad. Everybody lame and weak on that team. I'm telling you now, okay? I'm telling you, a lot of their spirit guides, they've forsaken them, okay? We have forcer. Yeah, they're trying to force their way into your energy. They're in a panic right now. They don't know. If they know what's going on in your life, it'll be easier to stop it and block it and make you feel sorrowful for moving on from them. Make them, like guilty. Oh, we're not doing good. We need to see what you're doing. Okay, that's just them demons operating inside of them. Don't worry about them. They will be taken care of. Okay, don't worry about them. I wouldn't even sweat one hair out my head. Yeah, look. You're threatening to a lot of people. You got people wanting to threaten you. You got people intimidated. And that's something. By just being you. Living in your existence. Go live it. You know what? I swear, people don't have phone books no more. But you know what? Go find one and read it. You want something to do? Go find one and read it. Okay? That's irritating. Shoot. People in their ego. You sitting over here resting beautifully. And they over here. Oh my God. How am I going to look? They're showing me up. That's what they're worried about, y'all. They're worried about being shown up. That blow that horn. I know y'all heard that train horn. The train whistle. They tired of that horn. It's like, man, the horn's getting blown on them each and every day. The more that they talk and the more that they do what they do, the more their actions show that how messed up they are and in their ego. I just want to talk about myself. Let's talk about me. Let's not talk about you. Look, kissing booty. I said, yeah, kissing booty. Yes. Think about me. Uh-huh. I'm supposed to be here helping you. But think about me. It's all about me. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. Give me some helpful words of encouragement, of guidance. Okay? Because it's what we put out is what we get back. And honey, if you getting bullshit back, that's exactly what it is. Bullshit. And it smells terrible. Like a countryside drive in 95-degree weather. Now we know that stank. Yeah, woo! Yeah, see my little. Yeah, I'm gonna change that. I thought it was cute the other night when I changed it, but yeah, confirmation there, yeah, but it's bull. That don't smell too good. Okay. Yeah. Mm, People think they're gonna always be able to get away with that BS, okay? But no, it's another day, honey. And half of these people couldn't even be who you are for 5 minutes. Look, we have the high priestess in reverse, dark practitioners here with this divination abuse crap too. Okay? And like I said, that's just the spiritual impurity in a person are also, okay? And they doing a little abracadabra here and there. You know, this could be a very low vibrational Pisces. Okay, somebody does not have to be. It's just the energy of that. Okay, but it's just like stop doing what you're doing and think about what you're doing, because evidently you're not thinking about it. Because the consequences and the repercussions is going to come back at you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna apologize now. I can only pray for your soul, honey. Because somebody out here, people out here causing injustices. Look, karma. Out here causing injustices in people's lives. hmm It's okay. Look, with the Ace of Pentacles, trying to stop any offers, opportunities, financial means for you. And then it's like, no, it's stopping for them. And they're trying to figure out how it's so plentiful for you. Which it's none of their business. Okay, Virgo towards Capricorn energy there. hmm It's none of their business. None of their business. That's why they're trying to force their way in your life just to see what's going on and how you're so financially straight, okay? You know, some of these people, they have individuals that work at banks, you know, and we know that, all right? And it's like their friend or something, and they try to capitalize off of that to find out how your finances are and things like that. None of their business. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like, okay, you put up your boundaries, and these people are trying to force their way into your life, and they see that they can't do this. They can't take any action to find out any damn thing about you because you're very secretive. You are mystic styles, as you could say. Okay, you don't let everybody into your freaking world. What? Why? Somebody's nosy as hell here. Okay, and it's only to stop you and talk about you. Because that's the only thing that makes them feel good, well, besides talking about their self, you know, amplifying their self when they need to lower that all the way down. A few levels. More levels than enough, okay? So it's like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy there with that Knight of Swords. Yeah, They can't take any kind of action. They're out of moves. It's like, you know, well played, but not, okay? Yeah. They do anything to have you dependent on them and have to answer to them. But see, you're over here in peace and they're threatened by that. Aquarius energy. Okay, they're very much so threatened by that. That's why they're sitting here getting visitors in their house and stuff. Seeing shadow people, okay? Things moving around. And that's the way of the old right there, okay? You know you got them ancestors on your behind when they keep moving stuff. Now, sometimes they'll move it out of love just to show you that they're there. But it's not a constant. They're constantly being haunted. Okay? Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I turned that off. How did that turn off? Wait a minute. Okay? Because the power of a spirit also, we know, works through electricity, okay? And things happen that is just strange. Alright? And these people are having strange occurrences in their home. Alright? Yeah. Because it's like they try to keep sending you and yours bad energy here. Yeah, look, the hangman in reverse, but somehow you're not. They can't sacrifice you, and you're not the victim, and you're not stuck. They can't hold you down. Can't nobody break your stride. Can't nobody hold me down. That's not happening. Okay, I don't know what they thought they was doing. Yeah, these people trying to compete with you, and they're being open about it because the Hermit in reverse and the Five of Wands upright. Yeah, they're being blatant about it. Okay. It's getting fiercer and fiercer day after day because they can't find out anything. Yeah, the wheel of the year here. It's like everything. This is your year, and from now on, it is continuing to be your time, your season. These people, they can't take it. It's like they want you to. How would you say? They want you to bow down to them, like, oh, you're high and mighty, yes, your Majesty. Yeah, okay, well, okay. Well, you can go write a fairy tale if you want to, but I'm not going to live in it. I'm not going to be a character in your little fairy tale, okay? So let's just move on, okay? Ooh, we have a King of Swords in reverse, yeah. Okay, the level of knowledge and understanding, okay? Some people don't think things through. They do things before, they really sit down and have a inward talk with themselves, and they make moves that are very disrespectful. Okay, this Knight of Swords in reverse could be working with this High Priestess in reverse, this dark practitioner. Either they're offering them money or something like that to peer into your life to see what's going on. And I feel like this practitioner just takes somebody's money and says, you know what? Okay, I'll do what you think that I'm doing. But in reality, it's like these are two money hungry individuals put together, and that doesn't make for a proper dish. Okay? Just saying. Yeah. Look, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Nothing they're doing is working. Okay? Like as of hitting the cheat code, but it's not working for them and it never does. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. The more and more they do this, okay? The more and more they do this, the more and more they're restricting themselves and they're losing, okay? They're holding up their opportunities, their blessings, okay? And they think that they can do this to you. Yeah, okay. Capricorn energy with that Four of Pentacles there. Yeah, they think that this is going to happen for you. That you're going to have a downfall. That you're going to sit there and turn to them like a doughy-eyed child and say, I need your help. I'm falling. Yeah, but you have your boundaries set in place. They're binding their own self, okay? Yeah. You're not sitting over here upset. You're not hurt. Look, we got the Four of Wands in reverse. See, everything that they built is on faulty foundation. It's ready to crumble any day, any hour, any minute. Some of these people are even sitting there waiting for it to fall apart because they know they've played a part in everything that they tried to put into your life that would stop you, okay, that would make you just be like, okay, carless, jobless, moneyless, just nothing, okay? Now it's like, damn, we're going through it. Look, the Six of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright. Yeah, now they're really going through turmoil. Now, if that's not turmoil, I don't know what it would be. That's turmoil. The Nine of Swords and the Six of Wands in reverse. That is freaking turmoil. They can't get over the fact they're not winning. They can't succeed. You're still at peace. You're still freaking doing what you've always been doing. Okay? Like, one sour patch is not going to ruin the rest of it. Okay? Yeah. These people, they just don't want to work for what they have. And they want everybody else to work for it. We have the Empress in reverse here. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. They want that how would you say, they want that persona put on you because they're so high and mighty. There's such a, get out of here. Get me a fly swatter. Get your behind up out of here. Look at the Seven of Swords here. It seems as though somebody's very cutthroat. They're going against the very person that's paying them to do the divination. But in reality, they're not doing it. They're just taking the money, honey, and going to Sephora or wherever. They're like, man, okay, keep on keeping on because I'm not getting in that. I'm not getting in that. But if you want to get into it, okay, lying, stealing, cheating, okay? Somebody stole something from you and you know it. You just sitting there, you can't prove it. I don't know who I'm hitting with that one, but you can't prove it, but you know this person stole from you. Okay, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom and the Strength card in reverse, okay? Yeah, I feel like it was somebody that you showed love, okay? Uh-huh. They snaked you here. They played with you. Alright? Yeah, with the Ten of Wands, you're going to be able to tell because this person's going to be burdened. They're guilty right now. They're carrying more than they can bear on their back, and they'll never try and let anybody know this. Alright? You'll see it. You'll see it. You don't even, many times you don't have to sit there and say, hey, did you do this? Because, baby, it's going to show, and whatever they did to you, the same damn thing going to happen to them, but 10 times worse. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. All right? There's nothing that could break on your foundation. You're very happy. Okay? You're very resourceful. You don't let money burn a hole in your pocket. Okay? Although you do spend because that's the universal law, you do not hold on to money. All right? You got to let it go to receive. Okay? And I feel like you help people. It's like when they have them donation, things, you put a dollar or two in there and you just go on, you give back because if you're in a situation where you go up to somebody and you say, hey, can you spare me $1 or $2, and that person is good enough to give it to you with no hesitation, here, don't look for the blessing in it, but just know that you help somebody and it makes you feel good. You don't got to go talk about it. Man, I don't like that one. I don't like that one right there. That I'll be like, I'll just walk away because I don't want to. My comment is not going to get very good reviews from people. But I don't like when people do that because it hurts my heart. Because it's like, why are you sitting there? You should help that person out of the kindness of your heart. Just because I wouldn't want someone doing me like that. I'm not looking for what I'm getting back, and it's like I'm bragging. And that's putting me in a place to where, I think I'm all that. No, it's not that. Just don't brag on it. Because also as you gave and bragged on that situation, you can lose. And you're damn sure not gonna brag on losing now, are you? I'm just saying. But you're blessed here. Some of you guys, you're expecting a child or you're pregnant right now. Yeah, we have, see, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You see what I'm saying? It's like people that give, but they know they gon' get back. Well, the ancestors ain't giving you no more. What's gonna happen then? They ain't giving you nothing. Then you're not gonna receive nothing. Okay? Because that's exactly what you're putting out into the universe. Absolutely nothing but hot air. Okay? Hot gas. Hot gas. Like James Brown said, hot pants. Hot gas. Okay? We we have the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, when you offer someone something, you're pure of heart about it. There's no manipulation to it. Some of these people will give you this cup of love and offer you this cup of love, but it's out of pure manipulation. Come on, Mike. And they're in their head because they can't do that to you because you see through it. How do you not? But I'm sorry. I guess I see through it. I'm like, hit it. I know people have laughed at me in my life. I know they have because I get up and leave. I don't even say nothing. I just get up and leave. They went, well, where did she go? What? She done left. Nah, you see that door closing, honey. And don't touch my garment. Don't touch my garment. Don't touch my shoulder even to say, hey, you gonna stay? No, I don't. I don't like to live in a den of snakes. Okay, I don't roll like that. Look, the chariot here. I don't roll like that. All right, you don't roll like that. And it's like the Empress in reverse here. They wanted you to roll like that. Man, you got a jealous-hearted individual around you. Female energy. It could be a male vibrating in that. Female energy. Okay, you get a lot of that too. It doesn't matter. It could go either or. Energies are fluid, as we know. Okay, let's see something here. Let's see. These people got problems. They got problems, baby. And when I say they're very, 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 very self-absorbed, that's what it is. Because we got to talk about you for 15 minutes. I don't like. I don't want to talk. I asked you, how do I make a scrambled egg? Hell, you done went into when you was 6. Let's get into this. Oh, let's go here, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Yeah, what a clown. These people ain't nothing but clowns. They put on a show. Let the sideshow begin. Hurry, hurry, step right on in. Ego. What am I saying? Ooh, what's behind there, baby? Get away. You gotta get away from me. Like I said, I just leave. I just leave. I don't even tell anybody I'm leaving. I just leave. You'll notice that I'm not there as time progresses, okay? Yeah, these people, they in their ego. You trying to get away from these clowns. Like, wait a minute now. That's all they are. Because the truth has been illuminated to you. These people are under judgment right now. And they don't even realize it. That's the funny part. They're like, oh, everything's peachy keen. I stepped on a nail and went through my foot. But you know what? When I said that, for some reason, I thought about stigmata. Y'all know what stigmata is, and you realize that there was a movie. It had Patricia Arquette in it. It's a really old movie called Stigmata. Go check that out if you have not already. Go check that movie out, okay? We have family here. Yeah, you're safe and secure here with your family. Everything is going to be okay. It's like they're trying to put you in your head about, give you anxiety about how you're going to do this and do that. How you're going to feed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They want you in that anxiety, that pressure. And it's like, man, now they got to bow down. Yeah, no. I'm not bowing down. I'm just doing what I have to do. Finality, okay? A lot of walking away, closing the doors on situations that no longer serve you anymore. Forget that. No, we moving on. Bye. Shut up. Bye. Stop talking. That's the vibe of it. Decision. Yeah. A lot of people are at a crossroad right now because it's like they want to do right, but wrong feels so good to them. And they've been doing wrong so long that they can't leave it alone. Right doesn't even sound right to them people in the ear. Like, what do right? Oh, what is that? I don't even turn right. Like, okay, well, lucky you. You're right impaired, or I would say that. Trapped. Yeah, they're trapped in a situation with themselves in their own mind. They want you trapped in that. They don't want you to listen to your higher self. They don't want you in the connection with God. They don't. These people are sick with it. And they're always going to be. They're going to have that ailment. They're going to have that sickness. Oh, why did I flip it and that came witchcraft? Yeah. Because that's what they do. That's what they believe in. I'm going to tell y'all, I lived in, and I'm not pegging Louisiana. Louisiana is very beautiful, even though it is not supposed. But did y'all know that Louisiana is not even supposed to be lived in? Just saying. But they came over there. They made the settlement and whatnot. But there is a lot of things that go on in New Orleans. And when I lived there, I lived in Saint Bernard Parish, and there's just a lot of things that go on and happen there. And plus, alligators are beautiful, but when they're laying out in the street just chilling, that was kind of scary to me, because I'm an up north girl, and but I am from southern Iowa, but up north, But it's just crazy, y'all. I came back here. I got out of there on the Greyhound bus because something kept telling me, you need to go, you need to go. And I'm like, why, Because I was cool down there. But, honey, about a week or so after that, after I left, Katrina hit. And I said, that's why that I was meant to get up out of there. Okay? So let's get back. Let's pull a couple more cards. Alright, so don't play around, man. Because there's a lot of real stuff that some people don't realize they're playing with. Okay? Tether. Yep. I was just talking about your intuition is strong. When it tells you something, trust that first mind. Don't double guess. Don't be like, because you might get caught up in a disaster, just like these people are. Okay? Yeah, God is good, y'all. I'm telling you, that man is real. And he's very powerful. And you think he's going to let people attack his children? His chosen ones? Look, foresight. Yeah, they don't like that you can see them. You're not hiding. You can't hide anything. They don't like that. Well, they're going to have to get used to it. They better know. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. All right. God is good, and, it's like when you're doing something and God has appointed you to do it, don't let one person throw you off. They trying to step on your pride. They trying to step on you so you don't exist, so they can prove their point that's not even valid. Okay? So, I love y'all. You keep God first, always and always. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.